What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Serge. Right before we do our little mini cigar review, I just want to say a massive thank you to Justin. Man, you are an absolute legend. This guy picked up 12 different items on my business website, which is called Casa de Monaco, doing cigar accessories. I've been blown away this whole day. Thank you so much, man, for all your support. So today we're going to be reviewing the Hoyo de Monterrey El Torcedor. El Torcedor meaning cigar roller in Spanish. And this cigar is a limited edition. I believe there was only 2,100 boxes of these that came out. And let's crack this thing open, shall we? It's just a beautiful looking cigar. I mean, they really nailed it with the label. This is a Perfecto, so let's go for it. I got the Caseti Trident X3 with me. I'll put a link down below on these Caseti cutters. I'm not going to try to do a bunch of advertising. You got to advertise when you get a chance. You know, this thing is straight cut, V-cut, and it's also a cigar stand. So that's just a little plus there. The link will be right down below. We got a pretty good burn going right there. This guy right here has a Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper, and I've tried to look online all over the place to see if the cap is actually sweet or what's the deal. And a lot of people say that it's just a natural sweetness, but it also has a Nicaraguan binder, and the filler is a mix of Nicaraguan and Dominican filler, making it more towards a medium to full body experience. That's going to be my hunch on this one. Flavor wise, you get that sweetness, which is almost like toned down version of vanilla. It's not like super there, but it's a little bit more on that vanilla sweetness, a little bit of cocoa notes, and because of this beautiful Sumatra wrapper, you're getting that real spicy tang to it, but it's all well blended together. And because of how well it's blended together, it feels like the flavors are very balanced. Not one is too sweet and not one is too spicy. They balance each other off pretty well. But I love me a solid Perfecto, and this thing is doing pretty good so far. I love it when companies just get it right with the labels. They get it right with the colors. And this one just, it looks fancy, but it also doesn't look too fancy. Like, I like how it has that classy little design there. And then it goes a little bit more minimalistic in the front. This edition came out to honor the Cuban cigar rollers, and I'm sure it's a little bit of marketing as well. It's a little bit harder to find these cigars, but like my dad, he said that he found them in like a little cigar shop in Pennsylvania. So I imagine that they're out there. This is how far we are, and I actually fixed it just a little bit on the back there. It looked like it was needing a little bit of a help, but it looks like right now it's doing pretty good. A new component has entered the realm, in which I would say it's on the lines of a little bit of that cedar, but then we get the little bit of sweetness. Beautiful white ash that we're getting going on this cigar here, and beautiful draw so far. It's been divine to smoke, and it's funny because I don't usually smoke very many Hoyo de Monterreys. I mean, honestly, besides this one, I can't remember the last time I had one of the Hoyo de Monterreys. This thing is awesome. Awesome. Really good flavor notes. Pretty decent construction that we have going on. And just a joy. So I definitely suggest to pair this thing with a nice hot chai latte. All right, hear me out. With a chai latte, the flavors are a little sweet, a little bit of that spicy notes, sometimes a little cinnamon and a little clove, and even some will say a little bit of like black pepper. I mean, you get that little, there's a little something there. And then with this cigar, you get that sweet notes, a little bit of vanilla in the beginning, which has really turned into more of a sweet cedar. You get that little spicy notes, so sweet and spicy. And one can even say this thing has a little bit of cinnamon and a little bit of pepper as well. Having this and pairing it with that chai latte, it works so well because the chai latte has cream, and that cream just brings another element to this smoke that I think it just goes perfectly well. This thing is still cooking. Looks like we're going a little sideways on the back there. I truly believe that the cap of this cigar has been dipped in like a little sugar and water or something. I can't find anybody saying that it has or hasn't. I believe since we've been puffing away on this cigar, a lot of that sugar water essence has now gone away. So now you're really just tasting pure wrapper filler binder combination. And I want to say that it's a little bit more on the woody side, has been a little bit of aromatic notes. And look at that, in the short amount of time of me talking, looks like that back end there has already fixed itself because I've given it time to do its thing. I hope you guys can see that, but this is how far we are with the cigar. Now I gotta say, I took off the label, and unfortunately the label was hanging on to the wrapper a little bit too much, where I couldn't get the full label off. I mean, there's a little piece of paper there. If we could just burn past that, I think we should be okay. That sweetness has definitely gone away. You know, when I said this cigar was medium to full body, for the most amount of time of smoking the cigar, I wasn't really seeing where it would go full body. But now after having to relight it, the flavors are a lot more pronounced with that wood, pepper, some spice. And I'm like, okay, I can understand where they're kind of getting full body out of it, but I'd say it's a little bit more bold in the flavor just towards the end there. But when you have that sweetness covering up a lot of that strength, a lot of those bolder flavor notes, it's sad to see this thing go. I'm going to keep puffing away on this thing. And if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below if you guys have had this cigar before or if you would try it. And like that, I will catch you guys on the next one. Cheers.